Alone. Alone is when you're by yourself. Alone is when you have no one to talk to. Alone is when you could stay in your room for a week and nobody would care. Alone is when you could sit outside for hours and nobody would notice. Alone is when you don't talk to somebody every day. Some days you don't talk at all. Till sometimes in the afternoon. It's the first time you've used your voice. Alone is by yourself. Alone is doing things on your own. Alone is utterly alone. You're alone. You're lonely. You're completely by yourself. My example of alone is just that, and that's pretty much me. Most of the time, my dad will yell down the stairs and say, "Hey," and we'll talk for 3, maybe 5 minutes. If I run into my mom, we'll talk for about a minute or two. If I see my brother or my sister, we say hey. If I see my other brother, we might talk for a few minutes, or it could be just a minute or just in passing and say hi. I talk to my bus drivers quite a bit. Talk to people at work quite a bit. But then everybody goes home, you know. Text my kids a lot. Text my Amy Lynn a lot. We try to talk every day. But just a quick one, you know. Other than that, I'm alone. I take care of things alone. I do things alone. I deal with things on my own by myself. I don't have that partner in my life to bounce things off of, or just joke and laugh with, or, you know, help me do stuff, or help me. I can't say, "Oh, will you help me do this?" I don't have anybody like that. Nobody. Sunday dinner, if I sit at the big table with like all the adults, then like everybody at that table will say hi to me and we'll talk a few minutes, and if there's a conversation that I need to be involved in, then I'll get talked to. But other than that, nobody talks to me. People will say hi. A few people will say hi every Sunday. Some people will walk past me, I'll say hi, and then they don't talk to me. Some people will say hi and then not speak a word to me. If I don't sit at the table that I just talked about, then I sit alone in the living room. In a room full of 20, 30 people. I'm alone. I'm just used to it. I'm used to being alone. I prefer to be alone at this point. It's just easier for me. I'm so used to it. I've been alone for a good 15 years, you know? Mm, 17 years, 15, 17 years. My ex's career took over and he was gone. I was alone with the kids. But I did all the adult stuff alone. All of it. I checked his oil. He didn't check mine. I took care of that stuff. I did everything. I'm used to being alone. I don't know if I want to be with anybody. I don't know if anybody wants to be with me. I'm just so used to being alone. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I mean, I'm stronger because of it, but that's alone to me. I'm alone.